Hello, I'm Jeremy Polzel.
And I'm Amanda Polzel, and we are realtors in the greater Nashville area.
We met in 2010, and it all started with a wink.
It did. But what he didn't tell you is that like several months before, I just turned 25. It was my 25th birthday, and I was bawling on the phone with my sister saying, I'm 25. I thought I was gonna be married by now with kids, yada, yada, yada. And then in comes Jeremy Polzel on Zoosk, which was an online app on Facebook, guys. This is like way back when, right? So I saw his face, and I was like, this can't be real because of all the things that I was getting on there to begin with. I winked at him.
And with this particular app, yes, you can still be successful and meet online. We met on this app, and it was before apps were a thing. It was actually on Facebook. And so Amanda winks at me. I'm like, whoa, she's smoking hot. And so I wink back at her, and because neither one of us had a full membership, it cut us off. I knew Amanda from Portland, and I was Jeremy from Beaverton, and that's all we knew about each other. So I started searching for her high and low on Facebook, but there were 500 Amandas in Portland, Oregon.
So basically what he just said is he gave up because there were too many to look through.
Not true.
Meanwhile, there were 40 Jeremys in Beaverton. So I searched through and found what I thought was him because he had some kind of abstract, photography, he used to do photography, had some kind of abstract photo of himself. And so I sent him a message and said, I promise I'm not crazy, but little did I know he had already searched for me too. We felt unsettled in Portland, Oregon, which is where we moved from. And this was back in 2011 that we actually started feeling super unsettled. We started praying about it, asking God for direction. He listed out 3 places. Jeremy said, Nashville. I said, no, I'm good. But the Lord had other plans. And so
we made a trip out to Nashville in June of 2012. And we're just really seeking of, hey God, do you want us here in Nashville? And so we were there for the whole week, and we didn't really see any signs that like, hey, we're supposed to be here in Nashville. So we prayed about it one of the last days before we left, and we said, God, show us the answer if we're supposed to be here or not. So I had a house previously for sale when the market was in the tank, and took it off the market, leased it out. Well, prior to this trip to Nashville, put the house back on the market. Well, the last day before we left, got a call from my realtor that said you have an offer on your house, and that was the offer that would bring us to Nashville. So our trip to Nashville all started with a real estate transaction. Mm-hmm. Our trip to Nashville all started with a house.
We moved out here, we had a 16-month-old, and I said, hey, if we're gonna move across the country to where at the time the cost of living was much less, I said, I wanna stay home and raise our babies. But real estate's really something that I've wanted to do since I was 18. Well, it took me a while to get there. Back in 2016, I decided to go ahead and pursue getting my license, and that is when I started doing real estate.
I really feel like relationships is where it all starts. First, it's with the client and just earning their trust, because if you don't have their trust, you're not gonna be able to serve them in a proper manner.
And I am a huge lover of people person. And so for me, like Jeremy said, I love the relationship aspect of it and really getting to become good friends with, I would say, 99.9% of our clients. Mm-hmm. And we get to walk through life with them. And sometimes we're walking through some really hard stuff with them. And it's an honor to be able to be put in a position where we're able to serve people in that capacity. But it's also really cool to serve people wherever they're at, whether it's a $250,000 home, which is kind of hard to find in Nashville right now, or, a $2 million home. Like, everybody is at a different place, and we love helping and walking through life with people wherever they are. So for about 4 years, I pursued real estate on my own, just kind of, being a mom while also helping people as transactions came up. And it got to the point where we started to look at each other. We've always known that the Lord wanted us to do something together. Mm-hmm. And so we started to kind of talk about, hey, if this is what I can do by myself, what would it look like if we joined forces in real estate?
So 2019, we started having these conversations, and so it was my time to pursue real estate with Amanda, because we were both working from home at this time, and so it wasn't really much different. It was basically, we're going to be joining forces and working for the same goal. So I got my license in 2019, and then it was, hey, when are we going to take the big leap of faith again and quit my nice secure job, my 401k and all that, to join Amanda and do this together.
2020 comes around and he leaves his job to join me full-time in real estate. We believe that there's a lot of things that set us apart from other agents in the industry. But I think the thing that we'd like to focus on the most is just what's most important to us. And that's the relationships that we build. And we believe that it's a key component to making our clients feel comfortable and confident throughout the whole buying and selling process.
What do we love about Nashville? I think there's a lot of things that we love about Nashville. When we first came here, it just felt like there was just like this positive atmosphere in Nashville. People were coming here to achieve their dreams. There's a ton of music, there's a lot of art, there's a lot of great food.
You know, it's just such a great community. There's so much to do. We live in the Mount Juliet area. It's, known as the city between the lakes. You have Old Hickory Lake, you have Percy Priest Lake, there's downtown Nashville, the music scene, you have Arrington Vineyards in Franklin, you have there's so much to offer in Nashville proper, but also outside in the outskirts, and it just has such a homey feel. We service the greater Nashville area as a whole. I would say our primary focus is like Davidson County, Green Hills, downtown Nashville, East Nashville, all of those surrounding areas, Wilson County and Williamson County. That's not to say that we haven't sold homes in Murfreesboro or the other side of, the west side of Nashville. Those are just kind of the areas that we primarily find ourselves in.
And we do have a team, so that helps us be a little bit more broad in that. Yep. So it's hard to really narrow down, hey, we service this, and this area, because we can move about quite a bit.
So now we get to talk about our family.
Our favorite part.
So when we moved to Nashville, we had one daughter and she was 16 months old. And since then, we have had 3 more. So we have a total of 4 amazing daughters.
And I think we're done.
No, we are 100% done.
Well, those 4 girls, they definitely keep us on our toes. It's really fun to just watch them in different seasons of life. Like Amanda said, they're completely different. So to see them go through different seasons in their life with their own unique personalities is just really a joy, and it's so fun. What do we love about real estate? I guess the flexibility with real estate allows us to work hard and play hard, and then when we need to, hit the refresh button and spend time with our family. What do we like to do when we're not doing real estate? Well, I said there's quite a few things that we like to do. We like to be active, so we're usually at the gym, and a lot of time we take our girls to the gym. But when we're not doing real estate, we like to go hiking. We like to just throw the girls in the car, pack up some lunches, and go hiking. There's so many good places in Tennessee to go, so that's always fun. And then we really like being on the lake.
When Jeremy and I moved here, we had nothing. Literally, we quit our jobs, we moved across the country, we had $20,000 in our bank account, and we didn't know what the Lord had for us, but we knew that if we followed him, that he would provide and he would help us build a life out here. And our whole motto is that we're blessed to be a blessing, and we really believe that, we really live by that, and we have been so blessed. Jeremy and I are not in it for the sale. We're truly not. And I think that you could talk to any one of our clients that we've ever walked through a transaction with, and they would tell you the same thing. We truly do look at every detail of a home. We listen to our clients. We really hear their hearts behind what they're looking for and why they're looking for that. Because I feel like your why plays a huge part in why you're buying, what you plan to do in your home. So we really hear people's hearts, and it truly is about finding a home for people, not just finding another house.
So it could be so many things for so many different people, and I think that's what's so unique and so awesome about this. No day is the same, and we just get to be a part of that process.
Well, we hope that you've enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about myself, Jeremy, our family, our business. We love people's stories in general. We love seeing how God works through each of our lives, and we'd love to hear more about your story.
Yeah, just thanks for joining us and hearing just a little bit about us. We love people. We love hearing other people's stories. So If you see us around, come say hey, or if you want to hang out, hey, we're up for that too.